Welcome to Men Pushing 60, the podcast. We are a community of men born in the 1960s and 70s. Whether you're approaching 60 or you are already there, this show is for you. Here we talk about where we've been, what we're doing now, and what we're building for the years ahead. The wins, the lessons, the challenges, and the opportunities. We bring honesty, purpose, and humor to every conversation. Whatever version of 60 you are pushing, you belong here. We're glad you're with us. Welcome. All right. Welcome, gentlemen. Welcome.
Hello.
Howdy.
Hey, Carlo.
This is awesome. It's a beautiful evening here, and hope everybody's doing all right. So tonight, I have with me Brian, Kevin, and John, and I like to say welcome, John. John is new to our Men Pushing 60 podcast, and I definitely want to say welcome to you. I'm happy to have you. I'm very excited, and we are going to talk this evening about what we're wearing. So I think this is going to be a great podcast. It's going to. I always laugh. I think when I talk about these things because it's I think it always evolves into something really great, and we don't know what direction it's going to go. So I just would like to say again, welcome to John. So the intro I always say is if you are pushing the age of 60 or you are already 60 and pushing that 60-year-old rock up that hill to whatever is next, this podcast is for you. Welcome. Thank you for listening. We're glad that you are here. We were just talking about playing golf. I got out and played golf today. That was nice. I'm very, very excited that on this beautiful summer day. Summer is 2/3 over. Summer of 2026.
There were details today, Carlo. This was the last time we saw a sunset at 8 o'clock. 7:59 today, and it just gets right through to February blackout.
That's right.
It's horrible.
Depressing.
I get depressing. I've told you my thing. I think of the seasons of the months like a clock, and I think so. Now we are going back up. It just is how I visualize it. So we're going back up the other side. Now it's like 8 o'clock, and you can think about the darkness as you get darker and darker. And I'm like, and it works out that way in my brain. And so I'm like, oh, now we're on the other side. It sucks. Tonight we are going to talk about clothing. What we are wearing, whether it is today's clothing, yesterday's clothing, or perhaps future clothing, which I don't know what our future clothing would be. But hey, you never know. Maybe it's those
Hospital Johnnies.
white New Balance sneakers with the Velcro. Don't you have to hand those out to you like when you're 70?
Don't take my story about what we're turning into with our shoes.
Camouflage is where we're all heading these days.
But so we've talked about this in a bunch of different episodes, and right, so now we're gonna talk about today kind of what we're wearing, our opinions about what other people are wearing, because I know we have a lot of those. I used to think I was an okay dresser, right? But I think I've devolved to this just dressing out of necessity. I think when the time comes, I will dress up, but it's really weird now because everything's so casual, right? You know, and I couldn't tell you what the current trends are, right? I don't know what I'm not rushing out to the store to go to buy something, right? To buy like, oh my God, that's awesome. I gotta go get that. I don't even know what that is anymore. So I still feel like, I mean, I've said I really don't have anybody left to impress in my life. I've been married forever. Not that I don't want to impress my wife, but I think, I don't know, who do I dress for anymore? I dress for me. I dress for her. Like, I still want to look okay, but sometimes I really just don't give a shit, right? But I'm just like, so it's hard, man. It's interesting at our age. And I was saying to my wife, like, I always say this to her when we go out, and I see somebody who's wearing something that I own. I'm like, do I look that bad in that? Like, or do I look that old? Or is that too young for me? Like, we're in the store. I'm like, is this too young for me? It's like, it's weird. I feel like we're at this weird spot. I don't know. So this is what we're going to talk about today. But I think some of the stuff that's really going to resonate with folks that are our age is what we used to wear. And some of the things that I think that really we should not be wearing. You know, I always say this after I talk at the beginning. I'm going to jump right in, but I always want you guys to jump right in, but then I do it. So I'm going to do it right now. I know what's something I should not be wearing or never would be wearing, and I apologize that any of you own these. They're Crocs, right? I don't want to own Crocs. I don't think you have Crocs. Do you have Crocs?
Fuck no.
John, do you have Crocs? So I will start over with my Crocs rant. So I feel like that you know, I see people wearing Crocs that are our age, and this is like we've talked about different things, and I don't think a man pushing 60 should be wearing foam shoes. I think you should be better than that. I think this is an example of kind of what we're talking about today. Like, there's the little strap in the back. Do you really need that? If you're like a 4-year-old, that's
can
great.
I ask? Can I ask why? Are you saying that they're a fashion faux pas, or they're not comfortable, or you just think it's a bad look?
You look like a freaking slob.
Okay, but you just said you don't care what you look like anymore.
But this is the thing. That's exactly. And so I have actually owned a pair of Crocs. So I love my garden shoes. I used to have a pair of Birkenstocks, and they were very, what's the word, utilitarian. They kept my feet dry. They were closed. So I used to go outside with the dog. My feet would stay dry. And then I'm like, oh, these Crocs look okay. The worst things ever. And now they're everywhere. And people like, and if you're wearing Crocs with sweatpants, I mean, just end it.
Yeah. You gave up.
Like, if you're 6, you gave up.
Uncle.
Yeah. I think just it comes back to something you were saying earlier, Carlo. Like, it's freeing being 60. Like, I really, there's a few people I could give a shit what they think. Other than that, don't care. But that doesn't mean I should wear Crocs and a SpongeBob t-shirt to the Home Depot, right? Like,
and a pair of jorts.
Yeah, right. Because you can doesn't mean you should. If you have a pair of Crocs to mosey out to your tomato patch in the backyard, that is dope. But again, I'm not getting on the commuter rail to go downtown in a pair of Crocs. No matter how cool my SpongeBob shirt was.
This is the thing. Yeah. Not giving a shit, but still trying to, look
Correct
good.
me if I'm wrong. Does it not, when you think of cowboy boots, you know how that you're kind of sitting back when they're walking, like they kind of ride like that? I swear Crocs ride like that as well. Like they're not up on their toes. They're like,
I'll take your word for it. I've never owned a pair.
So when we talk about wearing stuff, I think this covers your whole body, right? What's on your head, what's on your feet, what's on the rest of your body. So anyway, what do you guys got? What is on your mind relative to what you're wearing? Fire away.
I'm thinking of the Z Cavaruccis and the parachute pants.
We'll put on the Wayback Machine already?
Yeah.
Back in time?
We're back in the 80s. I don't think I've seen anybody wearing pleated pants anymore anyways, but I think those have gone by.
Pleated golf pants.
I actually saw somebody on the PGA Tour. It's funny you say that. Like, the last PGA Tour event I watched, somebody had pleated pants. I'm like,
really?
Who dressed that guy? And then somebody else was wearing like wide leg. It was Tommy Fleetwood.
Yes.
Had on these really wide leg pants. I'm like, who thought that was a good idea? I don't know. Everybody's wearing like tight trousers and
joggers. Like, do you guys own joggers? Like the jogger pants?
I don't.
No.
That's a fashion moment that I think skipped us. Or, not to judge, but skipped me anyway.
I think if we're talking about life before and after, we're all from a generation where there was a good 10, 15, 20 years where we had to go to work dressed like we were running for Congress, right?
Right.
Absolutely.
And now you see people wandering through the airport in pajamas, and you're like, it's not like I'm talking about something from the 1940s. Like, it is just fallen off a cliff, right?
Yeah. And the pandemic accelerated that too.
Yeah,
sure.
And the office now it's a casual Friday every fucking day.
Yeah, it's casual.
I mean,
casual
my
forever.
little cheat, going back a second for golf and pants, is, the Puma golf pants, all these slacks, right? Those things are the most comfortable pants to wear for, like, with a sport coat and a dress shirt. I wear them all the time. I don't put on suit pants or anything like that anymore.
I converted to, so none of us are actually gainfully employed at the moment, right? But at some point in the not too distant past.
Hey, that's a great connection.
So we're a little removed from what the fashion statement of the moment is. But there was a point in time not that long ago, we were all working. And I would take the lead from, I'd see the younger guys and what they're wearing. And they all, without exception, were wearing Lululemon pants. I don't know if you saw this. This was it's not a cotton, not cotton, whatever you call it, like wool trouser, like we would all get with suits that you all wore when we had suits and blazers and all, and wear a tie and all that stuff. This became the standard, well, at least where I was. The stock standard was like you put on a vest, a button-down shirt or a golf shirt, a vest of some sort, and Lululemon pants and every different color. And that's what everybody wore. And Brian, to your point, that's what I would wear with a blazer to work, like on a business trip. I ditched all my work pants for
They were so easy.
something
You could
more
roll them
comfortable.
up and take them out. They weren't wrinkled. Like
they don't wrinkle.
so,
You can wear them like, you trade them out for another one next day, and then you put them back on, and nobody knows you wore them fucking twice. I don't know.
Yeah, but I think what you're saying. Hold on a second. You think what you're saying. You're following like the 20-somethings. There's nobody for us to follow, right? Like
well,
who do you guys? It's like 30-somethings. Like there's no like that's. I don't know. Like there's no like you said like you're gonna follow them, and you're like okay, like I don't know. But I don't own Lululemon
your
pants.
Alternative is to wear the pleated trousers with the cuffs. And look like a fucking 60-year-old guy.
There's something in between.
There's nothing. You gotta
There's
hang with the gang.
No, there's absolutely something in between. And I have had the last 2 weeks, my son Matt started his first job. So I take him to the MBTA stop in the morning and just watching people walk in, 0.0 people wear a suit anymore. The most dressed up person you'll see is like, and Carla knows this from our work days. This is how we used to dress, right? Sport coat, a t-shirt or a shirt, some kind of pants, and then the white leather shoes. Like it's like almost like a uniform at this point. And that still happens.
What do you mean white leather shoes? Like sneakers?
Never wore those white leather. No,
like a pair
shoes.
of like Uggs or Cole Haan shoes, Kevin. They're like maybe like old skateboard shoes, but dressed up a little bit. And that nobody wears.
That was the uniform.
Tassels or anything that needs to go to a dry.
Thank God.
Penny loafers.
Yes,
penny loafers.
Those the painful Johnston and Murphys. Remember those freaking
I still
hard?
have some. I fucking hate them.
I used to get shin splints trying to walk to the train in Boston from those freaking shoes. Oh my God. I thank God those are gone.
The advent of the comfortable shoe in the men's working world is a godsend for sure.
Yeah,
and for
think
people
of
our
the
age.
ECCO Echo shoes.
Mm-hmm.
Like
sure.
Just right. That's what I'm talking about. Just like a casual
rubber sole on
rubber sole.
Not leather.
Right.
They connect you to the earth. Yeah, they connect you to the earth. You have to make a good decision.
All right, settle down, Moonbeam.
So you mentioned this, and I'm gonna hit this right on plain attire. So, like John, you mentioned this. Flip flops on planes. Anybody?
It's offensive.
It's offensive.
I'll tell you. The reason I don't wear flip flops at the airport are several, but I'll give you the quick two. One is I don't want to if I have to take them off, I don't be walking around the airport.
Exactly.
And second of all, if you've ever had anybody whack your toe with a piece of luggage, either yourself or somebody else, and broken a toenail. I mean, how is that a good idea?
No,
it's disgusting.
You're at least a conscientious person, Kevin. Think of
I don't know about that. That seems like a reach.
Well,
go ahead.
But the hundreds of thousands of dudes that wear flip flops on planes and their feet are disgusting.
I was going to say,
they're taking them off while they're sitting there.
Gruesome. Like I just want to. Like I think it was a Bill Burr joke. Like just wrap around the neck and slowly choke them out. Like unacceptable.
Yeah,
I mean, for me, I have to get a new pair. I have to get a new pair every year because they start to reek. Like you said, Johnny, half the men are wearing them until they fall apart, or they can't use, or Carl, they can't use the little bar, the beer can opener on the backside of their flip flops anymore.
Do you have flip
they're
flops
trying to use their toenail, Brian. That's why.
Okay, so let me ask you this: have you ever worn sweatpants on a plane?
No.
I don't own a pair of sweatpants.
I don't leave. Well, really?
I would say the rare
impressive.
exception, if you're asking in the last 10 years or in my lifetime, like maybe sweats as a college kid, but not professionally, not 21 and beyond. No way.
I had to take this really long flight, and it was 24 hours or something, and I just couldn't do the sweatpants. And so, but I had to. So my wife bought me a pair of Cozy Earth sweatpants, really
Juicy
nice
Couture.
ones. Yes, it's Juicy Couture on my ass. Cozy Earth sweatpants. So that's the only time, and it was just a super long flight. So I needed something to sleep in, and the jeans weren't working. So that's the only time I've ever worn that. But other than that, super long flight, hard no.
Yeah,
how about a matching Adidas sweatsuit and sweat jacket with the double lines down the side? That'd be good looking.
Maybe if you were a rapper.
Well,
Beastie,
Brian,
the fourth Beastie Boy. Maybe.
I'll say the fact that you don't own a sweatpants, like you're missing, not for the plane ride, but just as a general casual around the house sort of a vibe. That's like you're missing out, man. Sweatpants are
would
around
you
the house.
consider those? My mom every Christmas buys pajamas for everybody, including myself, my brother, my sister, for years, all the kids.
That doesn't make
buys
it right.
those flannel bottom pajama top.
Those are pajama
That's
pants.
the only thing I would have to be close to a sweatpants. But I'm
Yeah.
not. Obviously, I'm not wearing that to Walmart. I dress up to go to Walmart.
Yeah, sure.
Kevin, I can see that you had a bad memory like myself. Like my
No, the
mother,
flannel-
until
yeah.
I was like 35 years old.
Every
brought me
Christmas.
tidy whities for Christmas. I found it's like I'm so flattered these are a 30, 32 waist or whatever. But
Yeah, right.
so,
Smothering
yeah.
my boys.
No.
Yes.
Very
So
stealth.
all right, we'll skip out. We'll jump right off the plane. Attire stuff. Jump out of the plane. Pajamas. Do you own pajamas? Anybody?
Like I said, the ones my mom buys every year, and I don't wear 'em.
But do you wear pajamas to bed?
No.
No. Flannel pants around the house in the winter where you can slip into some slippers and walk outside and have a cigar or some weed or whatever. Yes, all day long, but I'm not sleeping in those things.
Thank you for bringing in the weed and the cigars because I'm pretty sure nobody gives a shit what we're wearing to bed, Carlo. So thanks, John, for showing up with the cigar and weed comment.
I'm just trying to talk about like
Nobody cares what we're wearing to bed.
But you used to wear pajamas. It's about what you wear. We're wearing stuff to bed. So
Nobody
They
cares.
got footies on them, Carlo. Like
I wear t-shirts to bed. That's what I wear. I have the t-shirts. I have 100 t-shirts, and I wear the not the good ones. I wear the work shirts. I have like how many? I don't know. Over the last how many years, I've got so many work t-shirts. I wear
Carlo, how
the
many
old-
t-shirts do you own? Like a lot.
1,000.
Yes.
So I have a million, but so the good ones I don't wear to bed. So the good ones that are in the rotation, I don't wear them to bed. But the bad
What do you
ones,
do
yeah.
with them?
The good ones, I wear them out.
Yeah.
If I need to wear them to Home Depot. It's like I don't like.
You want to talk about AutoCAD with some builder in the hallway or something?
How many t-shirts do you have? I easily have 100.
I just did a clean out and probably got rid of 50
Yeah.
and still have about 25, 30.
Concert shirts from the t-shirts from the 90s.
So I don't know how.
It's endless, right? How many the 5K road race on the
Yeah,
4th of July, concert T-shirts, all the like 100's probably a good guess, and have still and that's with having flushed a ton out.
So I'm pretty active. So they degrade into becoming like shirts I paint in and do arts and crafts in, or something like that, or wear to the beach. But anyway,
Kevin, no T-shirts?
Not a big t-shirt guy. I probably have a dozen or so. That's about it.
really.
Really? So that's interesting. How
I
do
buy
three of
random
us end
ones.
up with hundreds and you're
Golf shirt.
how
You're
many
grown
golf
up.
shirts
You're
do you
grown up.
own?
You're a grown man. Put a collar on. Enough said.
that my wife says I wear too many t-shirts. Shocker.
I mean, it
I
depends what
I
you do.
love
If I'm
rando
working-
shirts.
My t-shirts are typically around the house, yard work, if I'm doing nothing, if I'm leaving the house and I'm going out, if I'm going to the beach or something, but otherwise I'm almost always wearing a golf shirt. That's just my vibe.
I will say,
Because I might
all of
have
a
a
sudden-
golf emergency and therefore I'm prepared to play golf.
Right.
well, yeah,
So think of it that way.
of course. But now,
I'll leave
like
one in the car.
my wife has been trying to get me out of like shirts that say concerts or bands or
Right.
whatever. So, but now you can get like a nice, like
Yeah.
kind of sort of fitted
Sure.
shirt. And this is reasonable, I think. Doesn't look like I'm trying too hard if we were ever going to get to that part of the 60-year-old conversation, right?
That's we're gonna work to that. Have you guys ever bought like $100 t-shirt, like one of those super expensive ones that designer ones or anything like that?
My t-shirts come in a
I don't think they
bag,
have those
like,
at Marshalls.
I've never bought a
$10
$100
for
shirt.
$12. Yeah.
Yeah, I don't.
Do you guys own cargo shorts? And should men be
currently?
wearing currently? Yes.
I have owned in my day dozens of them, but they've all sort of gone by the wayside. Not that I would begrudge anybody that has any, but that's not. I don't have
I'm with
any.
I have
Kevin,
one
what do you
pair.
say?
I have one pair that's got paint all over it, but it has all those pockets to put the brushes and all
I
that. So when I
understand.
paint, I always
The
use them.
utility of it is fantastic, but
But yeah.
it's a
I'm not
it's a
going anywhere
fashion
with
faux
them.
pas these days, isn't
Oh
it?
my God,
Yes.
yeah.
I actually have camo cargo shorts.
Sure, I had those
Well, there
too.
you go.
I don't recall where I got them, but they're fantastic. Yes. Lock and load, baby. That's awesome.
They'll come back for sure.
They'll be worth
How about
something.
jorts? Anybody still got jorts?
Isn't
I don't
that
think
a
I've
So
ever
woman-
I don't really ever had them.
I found a pair when I was cleaning my closet. I found a pair of jean
Okay,
shorts.
I feel
at the
like
top
you
of
just
my-
outed yourself, kid.
I did, but I hadn't worn them since I probably lived here 28 years.
Let me ask you this: were they cutoffs that you had jeans you cut, or did you buy them?
No,
as
they were the
jorts?
purchase ones. They looked like they were the
See, now
mom
that's
jean
wrong right
shorts.
there.
Yeah.
I mean, I had a pair in the 70s. Everybody cut their jeans off, and you had
Right.
the frayed, legs, the jean
But
shorts.
I didn't cut it like you did, where their pockets were showing because you're cutting them like 3 inches instead of 8 inches.
Oh, the imagery.
Nice.
The imagery of that. Do you know your balls are hanging out? Know it. I wrote it.
But
Anyway, yes. Okay, let's go back in time again. The jean shorts. That's what did we wear growing up? I don't remember anything but jean shorts and those. Those shorts with the white rims around them, like the gym gym shorts.
Right. Well, when you go to
so
jeans,
much shame that part of my life. I
about, like,
remember if you blew a hole in your pants, you got to iron on, right?
yeah,
Sure.
patch.
Yeah. The Sears Tough Skins. Are we
How
going
about
back to
acid
that?
wash?
any new pants, you were going to have to fix the ones you
Yes.
had. Yeah.
Correct.
Acid wash jeans.
Yeah.
Acid wash jean jackets.
Quick show of hands. How many of us were voted best dressed in 8th grade? Anybody?
Wow.
At the no? Okay. Just checking.
Didn't
were you already
realize
wearing collars back then?
Corduroy. So best dressed in 8th grade at the old Audison Junior High. How about that?
You get your tan corduroy.
Corduroy, different colored pair of corduroy Levi's every day, and a nice button-down plaid shirt. Anybody? No.
Sounds like your mom's was on the voting committee.
Oh yeah, my mom was. I was not buying my own clothes in 8th. I was 12 or whatever.
She was laying the clothes out on the bed every morning. For
every morning I'd be like, "Oh, this is a nice outfit." Dressed, Yeah. So there's a lot to live up to. I'm just saying, maybe you guys don't have that kind of a high bar to live up to. This is what I'm dealing with.
Set the bar high in 8th grade. Never. No t-shirts since then.
No t-shirts. I wasn't allowed. I had to dress for school. Didn't you guys have to dress for school when you were a kid? Like grammar school, middle school?
I remember turtlenecks as a kid growing up.
Sure.
We wore turtlenecks.
But that's dressing
long
for school.
sleeve
You weren't wearing
turtlenecks.
like ripped jeans or in a shitty t-shirt. You had to didn't you have to get dressed up for school? I always did.
Somewhat.
Right? But there was no ripped jeans. And again,
No.
if there was a rip, you got the patch that was ironed on, and you had to carry that shame to school with your one pair of sneakers.
Didn't you have your school clothes and your play clothes? So when you got home from school,
yes,
you changed into your play clothes before you went out and played. No, you didn't, guys. You guys didn't have that. You just wore the same shit all. I mean, I'm talking like grammar school.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
I got whatever the neighbor across the way used to hand. He was a couple of years older than my brother, and my brother was older than me. So the neighbor would give the hand-me-downs to my mother for my brother, and then they would go to me. So I was wearing the 5-year-old until I could fend for myself. That's what I was.
My brother ended up with the 10-year-old clothes because it was my older brother was 5 years older than me. I would get his clothes, and then I'd hand him down to my other. So he was 10 years behind by the time he got there.
Was he getting his ass kicked every day wearing the bell-bottom jeans and the...
The funny story is, he was a little chubby. We were like skinny as like a rail. So he was like squeezing into these pants. He'd be like, "Can we get something for me?
Something that fits, please."
But clothes, like back in the day, though, like that clothes were like a lot of times uncomfortable or embarrassing, right? Like that's why the Catholic schools, for whatever they're telling you, it takes that out of the way. Tan khakis, red sweater, golf shirt. And I had to go to school with my Garanimals and patched knee, like crazy.
So since we went back in time, so what clothing right now are you too old to wear?
Levi's,
corduroys. We were out the other night at a bar, and some guy was playing music, and I was thinking about this podcast, and the guy in the band had skinny jeans on, like rocker skinny jeans, and he was probably
he's in a band.
He was probably our age, and I was like, I immediately thought, dude, you're too old. Like you're not owning the rocker look anymore. It's just not working. So I'm too old to wear skinny jeans.
Carlo, you're like, I've seen you guys out in public. Like everyone's dressed like golf course-ish, right? Like, but when you see a dude that's our age, 60 years old, wearing the bedazzled jeans with the MMA shirt on, or whatever, like no way, man. Just
nope. Yeah.
Nope. Not at your age. Nope.
Yeah, so I think that's definitely something I'm too old to wear. The skinny jeans.
I was
also too old to wear a shirt that has no sleeves. I have not. Do you guys own any shirts that you have cut the sleeves off of? Nope, not. It has to have sleeves.
Who wants to see that? By the way,
That's a tank top under a golf shirt.
Have you been to Home
sweaty
Depot?
Day. That's it.
Have you been to Home Depot or any other pick a store? Lots of sleeveless, hairy arm gentlemen out there.
Nobody's going to come up to you and say, you know what you'd look good in? A nice tank top.
No, a shirt with sleeves.
A shirt.
You look at. I got a few rapid fire questions here. Ready? Here we go.
Yes.
I just cut one of them out here. Do you own a shirt with sleeves without? Excuse me. Do you own a shirt without sleeves? I know the answer to that is already no. Do you own slides like for shoes? Those slides.
I do not.
Slides with socks is out. None of us are on the
with or without.
I think that's
in public. Again, if you're going out to the shed, sandals away. Out. Yes.
I mean, I don't flip flops, but I think the slides thing. My son had them, and I just didn't find them that comfortable. I tried them on once. I'm like, this would bother me. So I
feel like I'm falling forward anytime I've worn them. I don't like that.
Yeah, it's just not
too much work. Yep.
All right. Here's one. Have you ever bought clothes at BJ's or Costco?
Yes.
Bought ugly golf shirts for myself and Mark.
And I was with you when you bought them, and I actually bought a golf shirt there. It was a Callaway golf shirt.
That's right. You bought a nice golf
I really
shirt.
like it. And
I was trying to find the ugliest
It was
one.
my first purchase that Kevin's like, you got it. Go ahead, Kevin. Just hit us hard. Go ahead.
No, I'm not opposed to it, but I never have.
No.
I've looked. I'd be like, ooh, this is like, do I need a $12 golf shirt or an $8 golf shirt?
I can't vouch for BJ's, but I've gotten hoodies and fleeces from Costco. No objections at all.
Which you just got into my next one. Hoodies are hoodies in your wardrobe?
Not 100, the big 100%. You know the big ones that have the pocket in the front you can put your hands inside? Yeah. You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah.
Those tend to be kind of thick. I don't like them when they're so heavy. I like a thinner sweatshirt.
I do, but I never go hood up, oddly enough, unless it's like wild conditions.
Unless you're robbing somebody.
Yeah, well, if we're looking for sponsors, I think we've covered the Rowback has those great. I probably have 3 of them. They're great hoodies, golf, like good for golf, good for the foul weather. Yeah, I love a thin hoodie. I probably have. Yeah. I mean, I might not have that many T-shirts, but I probably have a dozen hoodies, easy.
Good for the environment, sustainably raised.
I love.
I don't know about any of that, but yeah, sure, let's go. Sure,
free range sweatshirts.
I love my hoodies. I love how we have evolved to wearing those dress hoodies out now. People have like the dress hoodies.
Dress hoodie.
They have golf.
Help me out with what a dress hoodie is.
They're nicer hoodies. That like sometimes they're the thinner, thicker. Like I like those hoodies. I'll
dress hoodie.
I'll wear one next episode.
Maybe we can go back around because I just bought one. So let's add a bonus question. What's the last hoodie you bought? And I just had it delivered this week. Tottenham Hotspur hoodie ready for the Premier League. What's the last shirt you bought, Carlo?
A fishing hoodie.
Fishing
I like
hoodie.
the fish.
That makes sense.
It's like a sun one. So
SPF 50 or whatever.
Yes, and it's light and you can wear it. And then it's a hook. HUK hook hoodie. I have like 3 of those already, 4 of those. So if they're looking for a fishing sponsor, I love to fish.
Yeah,
and
we should definitely have a fishing sponsor.
Those things are
How about you,
awesome.
Kevin? Any sweatshirt you'd like to pitch a sponsorship deal to?
Rowback. I'm telling you, those things are fantastic. If you guys don't have them, they're a little bit pricey, but they're definitely high quality and they last and they're good.
And the last one I bought is the same thing as Carlo. It was Carlo. What was that striper thing? It was like
the
$60.
striper cup one. Yeah.
That shirt's great.
I've
got a couple of those.
Hoodie.
Like I've got one where it has actually the thumb catches too. If you want to go swimming and keep it on, it won't roll the sleeves up. They're nice.
I will say, as we talk about clothes, like I'm not opposed to the Costco purchase. I'm really not. But after having spent 60 years on this planet, or almost 60 years, what I know about clothing isn't much. But I know you get what you pay for sometimes. And so if you buy yourself an $8 shirt, you own a shirt that's probably not worth $8 and it's not going to last you that long. If you buy yourself a really nice hoodie and you paid up a little bit for it, you might have that thing for 5 or 6 years and it's going to look pretty good. So I don't mind paying up for something that's going to last a little longer. That's
100%. The cheap hoodies you get. I've
cheap stuff for cheap
hoodies in my days.
Kevin, nowhere more evident than shoes. You'll never go wrong overpaying for shoes that are comfortable, whether they're dress shoes, golf shoes, biking shoes. You're like that's like a must.
Right.
Yeah. I would even say the same thing. Not that I'm wearing shoes. Not that I'm wearing dress shirts anymore, but when I would buy dress shirts, you'd buy like a $30 or $40 dress shirt. And then I'd buy like a nice $120, $130 dress shirt. That thing would last me a decade. If you bought something that's like just solid blue, that thing will last you forever. The $30 one probably wears out in 2 seasons and the buttons fall off in the season. You know what I mean? So you get what you pay for.
All right, Carlo, I have one question for everybody.
What's that?
Have you or do you own a seersucker suit?
No, but I know someone who does.
No. So I bought a cheapo online for like $60. and I wore it to 2 weddings, and it's the most comfortable, and it just destroyed itself. Paper thin, but it's like wearing a linen pant and jacket. It's super light, super comfortable. And like you say, you get what you pay for. I knew it wasn't going to last long, but I'm going to get another one.
Disposable suit? Is that what you're saying?
Yeah, basically. Basically, you could take it on a trip and then throw it out.
But you said 60. You could add a 0, and it would still be. I paid $600 and had those 2 dope things. So it would still be a
nobody would know.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah. So I have another question here. Do you own a sun hat?
Describe what you mean by a sun.
Those big, wide-brimmed hats.
Sadly,
so that
yes.
Because now, yes, that's
when you look like this and you're 60, you got to start putting the dermatologist into rotation. And the last time I went, they were like, so
it's
yes,
horrible.
I have. I can't bring myself to wear it anywhere but like at the beach or out in the yard. I'm working myself up to that.
I don't.
I'm supposed to wear one too.
Sure, I should. Bryce,
yeah, you should.
We all should. We all should.
Yeah, 100%.
I can't find one that I feel like doesn't make me look like an asshole.
Because there isn't one. That's what I'm saying. Like,
and maybe
again,
that's my problem.
Yeah, again, back to like it's cool to not necessarily what everyone thinks about me, but then you're walking around with this hat and you're like, eh.
So out of curiosity, are you wearing one of those like bamboo woven ones? Are you wearing a golf thing? Is it like a cowboy hat that's like with the band on
bigger
it?
bottom than a bucket hat, and it's got a string. Like if I was on the boat in Apocalypse Now, that's kind of what it would look like.
Gotcha.
Our buddy Jerry's
well described, John. Very well described. I know exactly.
Boat on Apocalypse Now, yes.
Yeah, exactly. I do.
So our buddy Jerry's been wearing one all year on the golf course.
No,
well, for the obvious reasons, the sun exposure stuff, right? Yeah.
And so I'm going to take that one step further. How many hats do you own? I
just wrote a ton.
I have a shit ton of baseball hats. I wear a hat continuously. I have a hat on my head 24/7. I mean, I feel like if I'm not in the house, there's a hat on my head, and it's just the sun. I mean, I don't. You start going to all these things. You've had stuff this is way too much information, but I've had a lot of stuff removed from my face, my head, my whatever, and I just it's
lots and lots.
Can't get away from
so
it.
So I think everyone agree. Too many to count how many hats.
Yeah.
Any hats that are special, and let me say, like I have a old school blue wool with a B Boston Red Sox hat, and you can wear that anywhere in the country, and it's an invitation for someone to come talk to you. Like it's not a fashion statement like a Yankees hat. You know what I mean? Like I don't. Do you have any other hats that are that way? And does that even make sense?
I feel like I get a hat in the rotation and I wear it golfing, then I wear it to the beach and I wear it outside. Next thing you know, it's shrinking. I have owned. I don't know how many of those Red Sox hats I've owned. What's the brand? Legacy? It's not Legacy. It's I used to go shop by brand, right? Because I have a big head and the hats that fit, and now and it just goes in the bucket, and I'm like, why? But I can't part with it. They're all in this Bruins hats. I used to buy a hat when I ever went to the Bruins, and then I'd wear it, and then they shrink. They sit in the back of my car, and they're like, ugh, no, I can't wear it. But I can't part with it.
I just bought a couple of those racks you can put on the wall, and you can clip your hats into to organize them.
Yeah.
I mean, they hold probably 20 on each of those.
Yeah.
But I have like a couple in rotation. Like I have ones that I wear for golf that I leave in the car. And then I have a couple that I just have downstairs. Like I'm going outside, grab a hat, then work outside. And like you said, Kyle, you wear that for a year, you sweat through it, and then you toss it and move on to the next one.
Yeah.
I also have a ton of hats, ton of baseball hats. But the problem I have is, and you probably can't tell by looking at me, but I have a freakishly small head. And I know you're all jealous. So I have a tough time finding, like, I have to, they don't all fit me. So it takes a while. But I probably have 30 fucking baseball hats kicking around somewhere.
Did you ever try the like juvenile section?
I have. Yeah.
You're going to get that boy's
That's where I get my tidy whities too. Thanks.
My mom still has some that she stopped sending me for Christmas. I'll see if I can get you a pair next time I see you.
I'm not going down that road.
Nobody wants to know.
I will ask you this
cares.
though. What is something that you're wearing that you're like, I can't do this anymore. Like I have to stop wearing this. Like, is it an old shirt? Is it that hat? Is it that legacy thing that like I have a hoodie that is probably 15 years old. And it's the elbows are wearing out. The zipper still works, which is awesome. It's fading. I love this thing. And wear it to like, supermarket or something. I don't wear it anywhere else but that, but I love it, but I can't part with it. So you got to have something.
Yeah, I do.
I've been throwing so much shit out. I don't have anything that's like that.
I don't have that kind of attachment to my clothing. When it's done, it's done. I kick it
It's
loose.
just comfortable. I working from. I think what it was. I worked from home for 16 years, and hoodies. My daily hoodie. I used to get up. I'd get my coffee, throw a hoodie on in the winter, and that was like my sweater. And that one just stuck with me. So I can't part with it.
I hang on to one that's like almost like a warm blanket. I only wear it once or twice a year. I bought it at the garden in the 80s. So it's coming out here. It's around the wrist, the things. But every time I break it out, I'm like, this sweatshirt saw Larry Bird in person. So I can't bring myself to throw it away.
Your hoodie has a memory.
Yes.
Carlo, how about this one? How many pairs of jeans do you own?
For me personally, we talked about this in the last episode, one of these other episodes. We were talking about we don't need this anymore. I pulled 30 out of my closet.
Crazy.
I don't think I've owned 30 pairs of jeans in the last 30 years, Carlo. That's incredible.
I think that's probably from that long. I've had them, and I think that they're easily 30 pairs.
How many of them are acid washed? How many of them are pleated?
It was Zeke Cavaricci's, baby.
How many are 501s?
Mom jeans.
How many are the button flies?
Mom jeans. I have jeans with tags on them that I bought that I just.
I probably have 5 pairs of jeans. Maybe an extra one for yard work.
I've got like 20. I get like 20.
Do you really?
20 is crazy to me.
That's crazy.
And that's after I cleaned out my closet. I'm like, I'm not throwing any of these out. I threw like 2 pairs I threw out. They weren't Levi's. They were something else.
Well,
I got an old pair of Levi's, ripped knees, but kind of like my Larry Bird sweatshirt. I'm like, these jeans saw Nirvana at the Wallace Civic Center in print, so I can't get rid of them. But they're like,
you're too old to wear them. You should not. You should not be wearing ripped jeans.
I only wear them to shows now. But they're like a relic. Outside of that, 2 pairs, like
those are your rocker pants,
dressy pair, and then a regular pair.
Those are your rocker pants.
Lucky jeans.
Jeans are a generational thing, right? I don't know how old your kids are, and if you have boys, none of them wear jeans. Nobody in their 20s, 30s, even probably 40s wear jeans. Nobody. It's dying.
That's interesting. Yeah, I never noticed that.
Because
they're all wearing Lululemons. All the
as
guys.
I said earlier on, the podcast, we don't know what fashion trends are.
Nobody's wearing jeans. I'm telling you right now,
Kevin, you're right. Like back to watching Matt get on the train.
You're going to get used to saying
they're
that.
like Lucky brand, but they're like just basically not even. I don't even know how you describe them. Just like
guys don't wear jeans.
Yeah,
girls do. Some younger like women do, but guys don't wear jeans. You like we're dinosaurs if we're wearing jeans, which is weird.
They don't drink beer anymore either. But that's
exactly
another podcast for you guys to chat about later. Everyone does the sundowners or whatever the fuck they're called.
Sundowners.
Yes. Sundowners. What happens when you're very old? Sorry.
That's right.
So we saved this for last, but we've talked about this before. How casual everything is. Like it is. And we talked a little bit about it earlier on, but I mentioned this in a different podcast. Everything's casual. Weddings, and we went to a wedding recently, and it was really nice. A relative, and they asked people to wear ties, like to be more formal, to have a form. So you have to actually literally ask people. They asked people to wear ties. Like, this is a formal wedding. Please wear ties and jackets.
Well, when it says
and
formal,
people
you
still
should
came,
be wearing a tie.
They still came without jackets and without ties, even though after they were asked.
So that is a much larger question than the fashion choice. Yeah. Like, I couldn't in a billion years consider going to a memorial service in anything. But when did that happen? Like,
I feel like it happened overnight, but it didn't. But
yeah, but that's a way bigger than just wearing a flannel shirt to someone's memorial service. Lord.
Yeah.
Is that nuts? Like, what do you think?
I think certain occasions, you just throw on a sports jacket, throw on a blazer, throw on a button-down shirt, even if you don't want to strap on a tie, unless it says formal.
I'll ask you guys. So you guys each have sons. Do they own jackets in their 20s?
Sure.
Yeah,
absolutely.
Okay, just curious.
Yeah, Matt's got a suit.
You need
blazers
one.
And
every guy should have a blue blazer. I don't care who you are. That thing.
The man
uniform. Don't buy one too stylish. Just buy one that's vanilla. That blue blazer, you can wear that thing for 20 years as long as you don't outgrow it.
Blue blazer, white shirt, khaki pants.
That's it.
And a pair of freaking golf pants. That's what I wear.
Pair of Lulus, but yeah.
I worked at Oracle when I was there, it was the introduction of Casual Fridays. And in the beginning, it was like button-down shirt, blazers, dress shoes, right? And then quickly it started to kind of trend down, and then it's just, completely gone. But I still remember being in a room there, and I'm like, this is weird. Everyone's like, why do you always dress? And it was the only time I ever wore blue jeans and sneakers to the office. And the guy's name was Dave. He goes, you ever seen Jim? He was our hero, like the $1 million sales rep at Oracle. He's like, you ever seen Jim in blue jeans? And I said, no. And that was the last time I wore anything but casual dress slacks, a blazer, and a shirt. It never hurts you to be well-dressed. It just doesn't.
Dress for the job you want, not the one you have.
So I think we're going back to our earlier days in our lives, but wearing shoes that don't have ties on them anymore. Like the slip-on Merrells and the Velcro this. I'm like, Merrells. I think we're reverting back.
Yeah.
To our childhood.
It's hard to bend over and tie your friggin' shoes, dude. I mean, come on.
I hear you.
Brian, I know you are a Bill Burr guy. What shoe item has Bill discussed which signals the end of life as men knew it? I know you know the answer.
It has to be. It has to be the white New Balance sneakers with the Velcro.
It is the white leather New Balance with the big blue N on it. When you wear that, it's over. You've given up.
You have totally given up. That's the
New Balance 550 or whatever. Like,
okay, now, all right. Some of us have had some bones replaced. Some other ones have bad backs and different things. If you see what my shoes, if the back of my shoe has the ability to be squished out, it's squished out.
That's you totally.
I slip into everything, and I think about those in New Balance. They're probably easy to get into, and you can probably. I will never. I say never, but they must be very comfortable.
Well, talk to me. I mean, who doesn't want a comfortable shoe?
I'm going to hit you from behind with the oar and drown you, and I'm going. I don't know what happened to him.
So, Carlo,
that'll be the last thing they saw was your white New Balance sneakers on the beach.
Yeah, right. You crossed over. You said you don't care so much what people think. You don't care what you're wearing, but then you won't wear the white New Balance. But someday, my friend, you're going to cross over and go, you know what? I'm there. They're comfortable.
I'm some motherfucker, Kevin. It just is full of decisions.
I don't like to say never, but I am. I think I've said that about some other things in my life too, and here I am.
Well, and I'll tell you the other thing
on a cord. No,
yeah. The other, not so much the New Balance, but the Hokas. Have you seen all the mall walkers wearing the Hokas, which are like walking on a cloud? I actually tried a pair on. I went to the store, the Dick's Sporting Goods, and the guy's like, these are really comfortable. A lot of men, a lot of guys your age are wearing them. I'm like, fuck you. Let me try them on. And then I tried them on. I'm like, I can't do it. I just can't. I mean, I can't
wear snowshoes. The sneaker snowshoes.
It's like
yes,
they're like marshmallows.
With a size 11.5 foot, you look down and you're like,
yeah, I look like Bozo the Clown walking around.
Exactly.
So no, I'm not there. But that's the style that is taking over.
Yeah.
All that comfortable, cushy sneaker stuff. So that's what you get in your future.
Under Armour sneaker guy, Cole Haan shoes. Those are my easy. They fit me well. So we can go in a different direction, but you ever find something that fits you well and you just buy it? You're like, I'll buy 10 of these. Give me 10 of these. That's
Brooks running shoes. To go back to running shoes.
Yeah, you're a big runner.
I've been running in Brooks forever. Like Hokas might be the best thing for me, but yeah.
Oh, nice. Good for you.
What's this running thing you speak of?
Yeah.
How does that work?
I'm not run unless somebody's chasing me with a gun.
Hey, I don't know if this is considered clothing, but what about watches? Do you guys still wear watches?
I do, and I know you do, and I think I saw this somewhere that it's like the only piece of jewelry that like men can bedazzle themselves with is a watch.
Yeah. Right.
That's I have my 8th grade confirmation watch that I found a couple of years ago.
Awesome.
I love to wear, and I like some watches, like basic face watches. Not that super expensive, but I do like me a nice little watch.
Yeah. I used to be, but then once I started running, then I got the thing.
That's a watch though.
Then it become I couldn't be without a watch. But now like I used to have a brown band for one suit, and a gray, and then a metal band for another thing, and now I just have this. So I kind of miss the watch scene.
Yeah, I mean, when I was working, I definitely had a nice watch or two, but I don't really wear them unless I'm going to some sort of an event. Like I have my iPhone, my phone with me all the time. It just tells me what time it is. So where am I going to wear it? So I have one, but
I get a few old ones. Remember the Tissot rock watches?
Tissot rock watch. Wow.
I still have that. It's blue granite. And then I got a couple like gold watches, flat gold watches.
But where are you going to wear them?
Like you said, to events.
That's
like
it.
If it's a nice,
and so once
and
a year, twice a year?
Those I don't wear them because I don't even know if the batteries
right.
or if
That's
I have
the other
to
thing.
wind
They
them.
sit and you're like, oh,
I have
damn
one
it.
watch that I make sure that it's wound all the time. I have a little winder.
Some of us go to
restaurants.
restaurants.
What do you do with the one that
Some of
has
us go
the
to
calculator
restaurants,
on
Kevin.
it, Brian?
Yeah,
The one that has a calculator
I
on it.
go to a restaurant, but what do you
never had a digital one.
What do you need a fucking watch for? Who are you trying to impress with a watch?
Just trying to look.
Oh, let me show you what time it is in my Rolex.
You wear nice shoes and your nice watch. There you go.
No, it is a great accessory, though, for sure.
Making your own little fashion statement. No.
I'm my own fashion statement, Carlo. Best dressed, 8th grade. Let me recap it for you.
I heard brown corduroys earlier, so can you mute him from afar, Carlo?
Brown, blue, gray. You want me to go through the whole color palette for you, John?
Not just corduroy, the wide corduroy.
No, thin corduroy. Come on,
go
man.
back
You're not winning best dressed with wide corduroy. What the hell's wrong with you?
Wide one.
The wide whale?
Let's go back in time for a couple more minutes. What's the worst thing you ever wore? What do you think is the worst thing
wide whale corduroys.
ever wore? Wide.
That's the
There
worst.
was some Reebok sneakers that were terrible.
I think turtleneck fits in that conversation, doesn't it? The mock turtleneck in the 90s that we all had, 14
It
of.
had to be something from the 80s and 90s, Kevin, with a zipper, like a members-only vibe. Like, I don't know.
Parachute pants.
I'm going to go with that. The neon skiing attire from whatever generation that was.
Yeah.
Anything,
100%.
those jackets and stuff, they were
I had the
horrible.
reversible like neon jacket. Yeah.
Horrible. I just, no. Yeah, I think I had the parachute pants. Yeah. I think those are those.
I will say I had a relationship with my jean jacket for about a decade. I mean, I think I wore that thing all through high school, all through college, and then somebody stole it, and I had to have a memorial, a funeral. Like I was distraught.
Probably years of therapy to get
Oh my
over
God,
that.
the jean jacket. Did you guys not have a jean
Yes,
jacket when you were in?
I had
high
the
school?
two-tone, so I had half of it was stonewashed and half of it wasn't. That thing
Wow.
was kick-ass.
That's mint. Yeah.
This sounds like an identity crisis for your jacket. The jean jackets were huge back when we were growing up,
Huge.
though.
And you get it faded just the way you
How about
want.
the
It's all
one-
faded.
How about the Levi one that had like the wool
Oh, I had that too. Yeah.
in the
Yeah.
neck, like the winter?
The
you know what I'm
corduroy
talking
wool
about?
brown
collar?
one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. I had the corduroy
I'd wear
brown
that bitch
one.
this winter if I could find one.
You know what? I tell you what, they still sell those. You can find them. If you go to
Duly
like a
noted.
Levi store, I saw one. It wasn't that long ago. I'm like, holy shit, that's the same thing I had in like 9th grade.
And I think I know where we're going here. Thrifting.
Yes.
Anybody ever?
Very much so.
Have you ever
Love it.
thrifted anything? Really?
Yes.
Yes.
Not
really.
in America, but
In
No,
Canada,
seriously, but-
Mexico, and
No,
the subcontinent.
I'm not an American thrifter.
sorry. Let me rewind that. I wasn't until we were in Lisbon, Portugal, and we
The
walked
humble
into
brag's
this
coming
thing.
out. I
Yeah.
only
It's
thrift
not-
in
I didn't mean
Europe.
to humble brag. I'm not humble bragging, but we walk
When
into
we were at
this
the
place,
Louvre,
and the shop owner is wearing a Dropkick Murphys T-shirt. So it's like a rock and roll thing. So I bought a Kango hat, like dope. I only break it out on certain occasions. It's not for everyday consumption. But since then, I came back. I'm like, what? We should have a bigger thrift culture here. It's associated with economics, and it shouldn't be viewed that way. Some people need the help, but some people are like, God damn, I can get a wool Kango hat like for $8 at the thing. Like, let's go.
Yeah. That's
Sorry,
what my
long-winded answer.
No, but
John,
that's what my 32 pairs of jeans are going to the thrift store. Sorry,
John, you'll
Brian.
appreciate this. Carlo knows
Yeah.
about this. So my mother inherited a home from a second cousin a couple years ago. And when we were going through the house, clearing it out, open up the closets, and this guy was a Notre Dame fan. So he had every Notre Dame T-shirt for the last 20-something years. And they were the Notre Dame Letterman jackets and all that stuff. So he brought home. I found someone referred me to a thrifting place up in Ogunquit, and they drove down and they gave me $1,000 cash for all the shirts.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Awesome. It's so funny. Like, because we were in a thrift shop waiting. We were down in somewhere in the Cape, Hyannis, I think. And we walk in and we see a Temple football, old, awesome sweatshirt. So I'm like, I'm going to get this for Matt. $250. Like,
Whoa.
No. But that vintage, like the thing will last forever. It was a heavy quality, like just awesome, but not for $250.
I don't personally do a lot of thrifting, although I haven't, to be fair, been to Lisbon. So it might be that that's going to be the moment that I find
I have
myself
as well.
in the mood to thrift. So
if you're in the mood to thrift, fly to Lisbon.
Next time I'm in Lisbon, I'll ask where you got the.
I'll tell you where to get octopus. Sorry. That came out wrong, but I hadn't before. Like it was going to be like I experienced it somewhere else, and now I do it here. And it came out as a.
I have one last thing, and we can call it a night. When do we tuck our shirts in now? Remember when the untucked shirt thing happened? Like I dress shirts untucked. Like remember that? That's the last thing I wrote down.
If they're untucked shirts, it's fine because it's built correctly. But to not tuck in ones that have long hanging with the buttons on them, no.
Yeah.
The only way to tuck is with a blazer over it, like your software sales guy uniform. Other than that, no. Like in the winter, go to Oktoberfest or like blue jeans and a flannel thing that's untucked. It stinks having a belly that hangs over that shit.
It's not for everybody.
Gavin, you
untuck it.
Depends what I'm doing. If I'm going someplace, like, typically I have a golf shirt on. If I'm golfing, you have to tuck it in. If I'm just going to the store or whatever, I mean, it's sort of whatever I feel like doing. I'm not a big like dress shirt hanging out guy. I usually tuck it in. If I'm going somewhere and I'm wearing a dress shirt, it feels like you tuck it in kind of a thing. I don't know.
Flannel shirt at the high school football game, untucked. Going to church, tucked.
Yeah, I think.
Yeah, the next time I go to church, I'll certainly tuck it in. Yeah,
tuck it in. I think I untuck my golf shirts when I get frustrated. I think I feel like I'm getting casual, but for the most part, yes, I am a tuck it. All right, great conversation tonight. I think we didn't solve any problems as usual. Any parting thoughts from anybody here about what we're wearing? I think we're doing a good job. I think we all try to dress nice. I've seen us all in public. I think we all look good.
I don't think we've surrendered yet. I think is how I might sum up our discussion. We know what's coming. We will all surrender at some point, but we are not there yet.
Yeah. Fair. All right. Awesome. Great conversation tonight, guys. And I think we didn't maybe solve any other problems, but I don't know if we ever do or not, but this was a lot of fun. So for those listening, if you have any ideas or any comments, content that you would like us to cover as Men Pushing 60, we would be happy to do that. And as you listen to the podcast, if you like what you're hearing, definitely throw us 5 stars. We would love that. We would love that. And feedback, if you have any feedback, you can reach us at menpushing60@gmail.com. Find us also on Instagram, menpushing60. Awesome. Thanks again for listening.